Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to make a quick video. One, because I haven't made a video for at least the past few days, but two, I had pleasantly surprised to wake up and see that I hit the 50 subscriber milestone, which I know, it might not be too sound too big or significant, but I'm really stoked about it. I think it's really awesome. I know I've reiterated many times that I'm not doing this for the views. It's mostly for my benefit, but it is. I can't lie and be like, oh, that's completely the only reason why. It's like, no, one of my goals, or at least a bonus, would be to have other people watch my videos and maybe help them. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. I really do appreciate it a lot. And just everyone that has liked and commented, especially the comments. It's really cool to have that interaction, because it's not just me making content and putting it online. Events like that's the end of it. I still have people asking me some videos, about like the video I talked about the nerve damage from my laughing gas abuse. People asking, like how long did it take to recover? What did that look like? Did you do any physical therapy? Hopefully they're not asking because they're going through something similar, or they know someone that's going through something similar. Just because I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. It's a really horrifying experience. I mean, you wake up and you can't even stand on your own 2 feet, let alone walk. It's just, yeah. And then mix in the psychosis and mania with it too, and it's just like it's not a good experience. But so hopefully they're asking just out of genuine curiosity. But I know I'm not the only one that has had experiences with nerve damage as a result of the nitrous oxide abuse. So that's why I just try to be optimistic. Hopefully they're not going through something very similar to that. But it is really cool to get that interaction though. So yeah, I do plan on continuing to make videos. I've been kind of procrastinating the past few days, but so far it's been a pretty productive morning. I'm really excited. I just finished out some paperwork and sent it to somebody, and I'm gonna be meeting with them at 3 p.m. today. It's about 12:40 right now, and I'm gonna be I did make a video. I'm gonna be doing some volunteer recovery coaching, which I think is super awesome, because I get to put what I learned and my experiences to use. But most importantly, I get to help people, and that's also why I really like the subscribers and appreciate the viewership and interaction, because I do genuinely hope that it does help somebody on some level, even if it's just like they went through something similar. It's like, oh wow, that person was able to kind of recover. And I really want to start, I keep saying I really want to start making more coherent videos or specific topics. I mean, even just talking this morning though, my thought process is a lot more organized. I'm not all over the place. I'm not forgetting stuff as much. And of course, there's going to be good days and bad days. Today just happens to to be a good day, in terms of, because like with post-acute withdrawal, there's going to be some days where your brain is just not operating at 100% efficiency. I mean, not like it ever does, but those that are in recovery, I'm sure you can relate that you just have some days where your memory's not as good, or your ability to think is not as good. You might feel more depressed and anxious. But I think though, at least, so not only is today a good day, but it's, I'm a little past 6 months of sobriety. So I think as I continue, I'll have more and more ability to be able to articulate myself and maintain a more linear string of speech that's not bouncing all over the place. And I'm not forgetting, like every other minute, what I was talking about, or kind of the point I wanted to make. So I do plan on still kind of using a loose script, but I would like to make more specific videos in terms of what kind of inspired me to go on my quest of recovery, you know, what I did, some of the mistakes that I made, and etc. So that way, you know, again, maybe it can help people that are watching it and trying to pursue recovery themselves. And maybe, you know, they can see, you know, some inspiration or, you know, like what to do or what not to do. I mean, recovery is going to look different for everybody. It's not a one size fits all. What works for me might not work for another person, but, you know, again, hopefully at least it's inspiring on some level. I mean, that's one of the things they talked about in the certified peer counselor class, which makes sense. You know, sharing our story is to, one of the main things is to promote hope, and kind of inspiration, because, you know, throughout life and especially early recovery, if you don't have hope, or just, yeah, just at any aspect of life, if you don't have hope, it's a lot more difficult to justify. Like for me, I struggled a lot with either passive suicidal, like wishing to be dead, or active suicidal thoughts, because it's like, you know, I'm suffering, and I know there's a lot of other people that have had it worse, especially throughout the whole world, you know, famine, disease, oppression. So I'm not, you know, I do have that in mind. But, you know, just dealing with depression and anxiety and just destroying your whole life. If you don't have any sort of hope or any like reason why, you know, you just think it's not going to be possible to get through it, or it's not worthwhile to get through it, because it's, I mean, if every day your mentality is, hey, I'm suffering, I'm miserable, I don't see it getting any better. Of course you're going to have those thoughts, you know, it's like, well then, you know, the only logical thing, and I know it's not, but I mean, at least for me, my thought process was, well, the only logical thing, if it's not going to get any better and it's just always going to be like this, why not end my life? Like, I have no reason to keep going. Why? So I can continue to feel like crap. So yeah, hopefully, you know, inspire some level of hope, but again, it helps me too, to just be able to speak, and I get to track and I get to look at previous videos, not so much with the audio turned on, because as I've said many times before, I hate hearing myself talk in videos or recordings. I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, but still, it's cool to just put it on mute, look at my previous videos, especially the ones when I first started doing this, and just to see the change in my visual appearance, you know, and not in a conceited way, but I mean, not only do I look slimmer, or at least more in shape, but I look healthier too, and I look happier. I mean, you can really tell. If you go back, you can really tell and see, like, wow. So kind of with that thought too, maybe in the near future, as I am able to articulate and think a little bit better, especially have a little bit better memory recall, I might make like kind of revise. I'll keep the original videos, but I might go back and do the same topics again, just so that way I might be able to explain kind of the situation that I felt I was in, or explain a little bit with more detail, and especially in a more like understandable sense, where it's not like you're just saying words, dude. What are you talking about? But down the road, I'm just really stoked. I'm just very thankful for my recovery. I'm very thankful for my parents. I mean, they've been supportive in every way possible. I mean, not just, you know, helping me pay rent or helping me buy things. Like, they sent me an Amazon gift card so I could buy that new computer. But just being there emotionally, and just being so loving and understanding, no matter how much I've messed up in the past. And yeah, I guess that kind of makes it a little more difficult though. Like, when I do things that are terrible, you know, I feel more guilty. I mean, of course I should, But I assume it would probably be a little easier if I didn't have a good relationship with them or a non-existent. But the fact that they love me so much and I love them so much, it really does break my heart when, you know, I just keep failing. So I'm very thankful for them. I'm thankful for this house and just, yeah, everything that recovery has provided for me. And, you know, I do look forward to the future. You know, it's not always going to be a great day like this or an easy day, but I think over time, the average will kind of get better and better. So yeah, so I just wanted to make this video. I might do an ab workout before I have my meeting, or maybe biking. I don't know. So I'll keep the self-thought to myself after this video ends. Just trying to think if there's anything else I'd like to state. No, not really. I guess the only thing is I would really appreciate, hopefully I hear whether I passed the certified peer counselor class soon. I'm not too worried about it now, because again, it's like the more time goes on, it's like, well, if I don't pass, it's like I'll just redo it, you know, and be better equipped or more experienced with kind of what to expect in terms of the oral exam and even just the material. But I mean, I probably passed. I'd say I probably passed mostly due to the written exam. It's not like I got a 0 on the oral exam, but I'll leave it there. So yeah, thank you again, everyone, for the subscribers, or for subscribing. 50 is super awesome. I'm looking forward, hopefully, to future milestones like 100, 200. And yeah, again, and also the likes and comments. I just really appreciate everyone that watches, and you know, hopefully it helps serve some sort of purpose or benefit to you guys as well. Or at least, again, some sort of entertainment. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time when I make the next video.